Right, welcome back peeps. Episode 2 of the merge sensor install. Right, as you remember from the part 1, we finished the back, talked about couple cables and whatnot. But this is now the front time. Steve has already been chopping things up, taking things apart. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts on the top hidden behind this little plastic thing. That's for the front part to come off. Then more than likely there is something in there hidden without a doubt, and we've got a part clip there, and I can see 2 screws further along, one about there, one about there. So that means that we will have to take this inner wheel liner off to actually get in there.
Which means the wheels are going to have to come off.
Don't know. Not 100% sure yet. And then more than likely there is going to be something underneath. Yep. So we've got 8mm, 8mm, 8mm. I actually might be able to pull this off from there, apart from taking that one off. If not, this all needs to come off that holds the tray, and then we'll be able to pop this front bumper off. Don't think there's anything hidden behind the grills or anything. This is just really held by the headlight plastic that it slips into. So 1, 2. Well, jack the car up, obviously, like what we did in the back. We'll jack it up and then take them 2 parts off. See if we can get to those 2 clips. If not, yeah, the wheels might have to come off to get this bumper off. But let us do some tricks and magic, because I'm not doing the time lapse on the front. I'll be just doing the time lapse when I'm installing the sensors themselves. So yeah, let's have a look. Give us 2 secs. Well, peeps, I can tell you definitely that it is possible to get it off, but you have to literally push it like that and then go in there to get.
I'm gonna let you do the inside of the M-watches.
First one I got by pulling this thing down, that doing out this freaking lift luva or whatever the hell this thing is, and you try and get it back in. But basically I will get it back in when I take the bumper off, because I need to slide in. Or maybe I will have to, I'm not sure. Well, let's get this stupid clip out of here. Honestly, some of these things. So can we get it back in? Well, obviously, yeah, should be able to. Alright, so that's cool. Yeah, we can get it back on. So we just slot it up, push it out, bend this thing out there, and get in there. It is gonna be tight if you got big hands like me. Woo. Good luck with that. Twisting the wheel will definitely help, but I can't be bothered. But I'm getting it in there. So there is, we're gonna have to have one long one, one short one. And there's definitely the 8mm bolts need to come off. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 along the bottom, with 1 plastic pin under there and another plastic pin under there. Did you take one from there? Aye.
The bolts are out.
Right, everything is it.
It's just the wheel off.
I'll get it in there in a second. With the magic, alright? With the magic cracker. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and let's get this front bumper off. Well peeps, that's the front end is gone. But I'll tell you one thing, look out for these stupid clips. Things like this, I don't even know where this was supposed to be attached. Probably in here, looks like it. But it never was really, but it was just dangling there on the floor, but it doesn't matter. I'll put it in there for now. So these connectors, for whatever the hell reason they're there for. I've never seen this sort of tubing in my life. This is something new crap. Both sides, horrible to get and horrible to take off, because you've got to pull out, push away. This one's fucking broken. I know that's not even for that. Oh, right, broken. Basically, they're really brittle, so you got to push away, and then at the end of it, you're just pushing that away and then pulling it out.
That's going to be a twat.
Why?
Pull it up.
Is it loose enough? No. Just grab the fucking pray bar. Pray bar. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'll just pray that out. But at the moment, what we're doing, we're stripping the battery out, because the cables are going to be going from there, under there, along here somewhere. Probably airbox is going to go. Like, only Mercs can come out having a fucking airbox attached to the ECU. That's just perfectly ideal scenario. Why the hell not? But battery out, because the cables need to go somewhere in there, and then come out somewhere in there, and then go along there somehow. But this is really the most challenging part to do. To run cables along there ain't that bad. It's to get them into the cabin that is really the challenging part of this whole sensor malarkey, installing and whatnot. So, but basically we're gonna go strip this battery out. No tutorial to do the battery removal. So basically, might have to remove this. I don't know. We'll see. But basically, battery off. And I'll show you later on where the hell is all going. Pardon me. After some time of getting the battery out, and there is really no kind of really convenient place to run them freaking cables. I've tried to find one in there and here and everywhere, and basically I've decided to drill a new hole, just like in there. Well, you can't really see it. I need a light and everything and whatnot, but 2 seconds. Let me go grab the light. Light. So, well, now you kind of can see a bit better. Not with me trying to record it, like. Well, basically, sorry, you're gonna have to look on an angle. So basically, it's sort of there, just below the main wiring harness. Oh, here we go. You can see better now. Just below that wiring harness, somewhere in there. And then we'll put a rubber bung in so we can feed all the cables through. And bits and bobs like that. But before I can do that, I need to remove the ECU, this airbox, so then I can pull out this tray and remove the bracket, so I can actually get my drill in there and make that hole. An easy job, but we have to do what we have to do sometimes. So I'm gonna get down to business. As you can see, there's T40s, the E12s, or no, E10s or E8s, and then there's more E10s, 13s. Basically, all sorts of bolts that need to be removed. Like that. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm not gonna be putting on the time lapse. I'll try and make it the second episode. How it is, we'll be doing the time lapse for the bumper cutting and stuff like that. But let's go. No time to talk anymore. Let's pop it off and make this hole. Right, that's basically how it all looks without all the stuff. Honestly, there were 1, 2, 3, 4 13 mils. So 3 in here, 1 in there. And then there's a it's E10. and then basically on here you've got two E10s that's holding the fuel filter housing. Then you've got T45 on the top and T45 here on the very bottom underneath there, so you've got to kind of squeeze through these. Honestly, unbelievable. It looks like I'm about to take the gearbox out on this vehicle, honestly. But basically, you see what I did. I've cut that part off there, and now we have this is where the trunking is. So you cut it, drill a hole in there, and that goes straight out. Then you need to remove the glove box. Well, you need to remove the glove box anyways, which has got one here, 3 on the top, and then 1 on the bottom. And then you got 2 of these clips on the bottom to remove before you get the whole thing off. And this is where it's gonna be. As you can see, there's a hole there. Now we can feed all the cables through there, boom, underneath here, get all these plastics stripped, and run all the wires for the sensors from the front all the way along to the bottom. Class. It ain't definitely an easy job. If you want to get it done in a day, start as early as possible from the first sun. But if you've got 2 days spare, like what I'm doing, this is a 2-day job, you're gonna spend 2 days without a doubt. That is my promise, unless I don't know you're a magician, which I am normally, but basically that's what it is. So I'm not going to be putting nothing back as just yet. Make sure you actually get these rubber things off and stick them back in the places where they're supposed to be. And so now I'm gonna turn the bumper around. Let's go have a look what the hell we're doing about the holes. Right, bumper. So, pardon me, Jesus Christ. So, like I was saying before, I'm not gonna risk trying to put one in there because of all this number plate business. Because sometimes I have had previously that the do beep because of this, and they're not reading correctly. So, as much as I would like to put one in there, I'm really not. I'm really concentrating on these sides, because this is normally what you scuff on your front bumpers in tight spots is these parts here, the sides, not the front. Like I say, if you cannot see what's in front of your car, bless you and bless everybody who's on the road, because you're not supposed to even be driving. Really, it is really a shame that the tow eye is badgering it there, because it would be perfect location to put it in here, but obviously I can't, so I'm gonna have to figure out. So we'll be taping it all up. I'm gonna put it about there, as close as I possibly can to a toe now. So it's gonna be just in there, and the other one is gonna be 40 centimeters away from it, which works out about somewhere there. Basically, I need to mask it all off and get the center part of this whole thing, and then really get sort of reference points from here, let's say from here to the middle of it, and then I can do exactly the same in here to the middle of it, because I can't well, I could possibly make a template, turn it around, put it in there and stuff like that, but it will be just alright if I mask this side off, mask that side off, and then get the center section, work it out how far it is from here to the first center hole, and basically do exactly the same on that side. Then drill the holes, install the sensors, and then run the cables from this side all the way to that side, and then literally I'm gonna put it on, feed the cables under here, along here. We'll cable tie it all nicely chick, and goes inside of there, and then continues along the side. So now you're going back on the time up, so you see what I'm sort of doing. Well, kind of trying to show you what I'm doing. So yeah, let's get it on, let's get it done, and put this bumper back on, and then we can put all the rest back together. Well peeps, well 2 seconds. So this is the wiring harness that I made out of the extensions that were in the kit. So that's how long it is, so it should be perfectly fine. And this is the bumpers and sensors and everything. This is this one length harness that's gonna be going in. So while I was doing it, I was getting, well crap, what if you need to remove the bumper? How the hell do you do if I'm gonna attach everything and just make it so you don't even see it? So then I was getting, right, I need to make this one length the shortest part how it is. So that's why it's a bit that thick in there. Put all these plastics back in where they're supposed to be and everything. So now I'm kind of ready to put the bumper on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the bumper on, feed that cable through wherever I can feed it through. It's more than likely gonna be somewhere like along here, through this gap there, so it comes out to here, and then from here on we'll be feeding it through the whole the whole big harness and running all the cables along the side. So that's sort of the That's sort of plan what I've got in my head, what I'm gonna have to do. So basically, let's put this away a little bit there. So basically, I'm gonna put you actually in the time lapse so you see what the hell is going on. But I'm gonna be putting this bumper on, and then after the bumper is on, I'm gonna feed the harness, make it visible so that if somebody, it's easy accessible, easy disconnectable, removable if the bumper needs to come off. Because otherwise somebody is gonna be swearing the face off because I've made it impossible to remove the bumper without ripping the sensors off, which would be really bad. Right then, so back on the time-lapse peeps we go. I'm gonna put the bumper on, get that in, then I'm gonna feed the cable in, and then I'm gonna assemble all this crap in here that's missing. And basically, well, then we'll go to do the last part, which is running all this in here, installing the screen and attaching the ignition on for the box and that. So right, let's go, let's get it on, let's get it done.
Disassembly thing, we not come to play. The really mommy style rum thing, pumping up the bass. The right charcoal, make the fire blaze. Pull up my selector, hold tight, we must up the place. Pull up my selector, hold tight, we must up the place. Selector, hold tight, we must up the place. Selector, hold tight. Pull up my selector, hold tight. We must up the place. Selector, hold tight, we must up the place.
Ho 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 ho! Haha! The front end is on. Get on. Everything is back as it was. That's the sensors, how they look. Sometimes you just need to sort of push them further in. These don't, for some reason, or the front or the back, sit like perfectly flush to it. I don't know why, for God knows, but this is all in. happy days. Basically, this is where it goes. This is how it goes. It goes under there. As you can see, now I can just push it under in that hole, and this all goes back to normal. And then obviously just run it all there. And Bob's your uncle. I started peeling these plastics off. Honestly, God, I thought that I'm gonna rip this thing in half, literally snap it in half, because of these there. Yeah, they really do hold the plastic that clips in there really good. So don't be afraid that when you try to take this plastic piece off, it's gonna be a absolute, like a wrestling with a, I don't know, fucking Hercules or something like that. So, but yeah, this is basically, sensors are in, bumper is back in, all the battery, cradle, everything is in there. This is where I'm leaving these, just right up on the top. I might actually tape it up with the bright tape, just so they are more noticeable. But to be fair, anyways, if somebody is going to be taking bumper apart, he'll pull it out and he'll notice that these are moving, so he'll be able to disconnect them. So that's the correct and the right way how to install the front bumpers, how to install anything really. Apart from obviously on the rear end, I never did any connections, but the box sits literally in there. You just unplug them and it slides out. Where on the front you've got all this big cable, long cable going all the way along for the for the box. So it's not that easy, like just unplugging it from here and pulling all this massive long ass cable out. Yeah, so that's the proper way, proper solution, how to proper execute the situation. This is it, and this is how you do it. So I'm actually gonna say that I'm gonna end this video, because too long videos, nobody likes to sit there and watch one video for an hour or two, losing the time. But basically I'm gonna say that this is the end of the part. This is the end of the part 2, and then I will certainly see you in the part 3, because I'm about to put all that in. So pardon me, I'm hiccuping. Somebody's probably almost thinking, where the hell is my car taking so long? Well, I'll probably give him links to my videos so you can watch them. So basically, this is the crack. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe, and definitely hit that button so you can get a notification for another video of the continue of the finishing, and I'll show you how it works and blah blah blah. So right, adios amigos. I'll see you in the part 3. Bye bye.